Discussing the topic that is isomorphism. So isomorphism means suppose we have a graph G with the vertices V comma E and a graph G dash where V dash and E dashes are the V dash is the vertex set and E dash is the end set. Suppose there is a function f from a V to V dash. Suppose there is a function f from V to V dash. If f is a 1-to-1 correspondence, if f is a 1-to-1 correspondence, and for all vertices AB of a G, for all vertices AB of a G, suppose an edge AB is in, suppose AB is an edge of a G, if and only if f of A, f of B is an edge of a G dash. Suppose G is a graph, G and G dash will be the two graphs. Suppose there is a function f from V to V dash. Suppose there is a 1-to-1 correspondence of the function f and edge AB of a G, if that same edge with the different notation is belongs to the edge as a G dash, then f is called an isomorphism. Isomorphism between G and G dash. There is also the one more way to define the isomorphism. A graph G and G dash are said to be isomorphic. If there is a 1-to-1 correspondence, if there is a 1-to-1, if there is a 1-to-1 correspondence between their vertices, and between their edges also, such that also adjacency of the vertices is preserved. Then we say that G and G dash are isomorphic. This is also the definition. If the G and G dash are isomorphic, we denote it by like this. And one more definition is when a vertex A of G corresponds to the vertex, when a vertex A of G corresponds to the vertex A dash equal to f of A of G dash under a 1-to-1 correspondence. So where f is from graph G to G dash, we write A is equivalent to A dash. Similarly, we can also say for the edge AB is equivalent to A dash B dash, to mean that edge AB of G and the edge A dash B dash of a G dash corresponds to each other. To mean that the edge AB of G and the edge A dash B dash of G dash corresponds to each other under a f. That means a vertex AB of G is corresponds to the vertex edge AB of G corresponds to the edge A dash B dash of a G dash. under the F. Means here in the two graphs, in the suppose there is a graph like this. Consider this graph. The graphs are look like a different. They do look like a different. And also consider this also. See here, all the three graphs are look different. But we have to observe one thing here. It is just a different manner of the representation of the graph. But other than the manner looking, everything will be same here. See here, number of vertices. I noted it. Now numbers here. Number of vertices are same. Here also number of edges are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And see the manner here. And I represent all the vertices in different. A, B, C, D. P, Q, R, S. And L, M, N, O. See here, a vertex A, is it corresponds to the vertex P? And the vertex B corresponds to the vertex Q. And the vertex C corresponds to the vertex R. And the vertex D corresponds to the vertex S. Similarly, vertex A corresponds to the vertex L. Vertex B corresponds to the vertex M. Vertex C corresponds to the vertex N. Vertex D corresponds to the vertex O. But a representation of the diagram will be different here. Remaining all are looking like a same. And the edge AB is equivalent to PQ. Edge AC is equivalent to PR. Edge CD is equivalent to RS. Edge CB is equivalent to RQ. BD is equivalent to SQ. Like that, remaining all will be same here. And we give the one more definition for the isomorphic. That is, if there are two graphs are isomorphic. If the two graphs are isomorphic, then they must have one same number of vertices. Second one, same number of edges. And third one, an equal number of vertices with the given degree. Means if there is a vertex A is present with a degree 2 and B is a vertex with a degree, A is a vertex with a degree 3, B is a vertex with a degree 3, D is a vertex with a degree 3, C is a vertex with a degree 3. Then here also means four vertices with a degree 3. Then this graph must also have a 4 vertices of a degree 3 only. If there is a 1 is missing like this, suppose there is no PS, then P has a degree 2, Q has a degree 3, S has a degree 2, R has a degree 3. Means here 2 vertices with a degree 3 only. But here there is a 4 vertices with a degree 3. Here there is a 2 vertices with a degree 3. Then we say that these two graphs are not a isomorphic. So that is how to identify the graphs are isomorphic or not here. And see here, suppose the graphs are isomorphic, how to represent the edges are equivalent and vertices are equivalent. So see the graph here, A, B, C, D and P, Q, R, S. A is equivalent to P, represent it like this. B is equivalent to Q, B is equivalent to Q. C is equivalent to R, D is equivalent to S. And edges are also AB is equivalent to PQ, BC is equivalent to QR, AC is equivalent to PR, DB is equivalent to QS, AD is equivalent to PS and CD is equivalent to RS. That is how to identify the graphs are isomorphic. Number of edges must be same, number of vertices must be same and the equal number of vertices with the given degree also. And one thing we have to remember here, adjacency of the vertices and the edges must to be preserved. Adjacency of the vertices must to be preserved here. Clear? So adjacency of the vertices means suppose there is a graph A, B, C, D and consider P, Q, R, S. We cannot equate A to P here because A have a degree 3 vertices. A have a degree 3 here. But here Q has a degree 3. Clear? So that why we cannot equate A to P here. We have to equate A to Q. And adjacent of the Q term, adjacent vertex or adjacent edges of the Q, adjacents of A vertex should have a degree 2. Similarly, Q also must have an adjacent vertex should be 2 only. For example, and one more thing, suppose there is a one more edge from A to C. Just consider one more edge from A to C here. Suppose there is a one more edge from A to C. You just have to remember one thing here. And here there is a Q to P. Clear it is? You have to think that which edge is equated to P. In generally we cannot equate a R to C here, but we have to equate a Q to C to P here because adjacency must to be preserved. Adjacent vertex of the Q must have a multiple edge that is equated to C. Like that we have to be just careful when we have to represent the vertices. And we have to remember one thing in the isomorphic, that is we have to take it as a note. The two graphs of a order and the size of the same order and size need not be a isomorphic. Means there is a two graph with the same number of order and same size. Means number of vertices and number of edges are same even though they are not a isomorphic. Why? I am giving an example here. See here also number of vertices are 4. Number of edges are 3. And here also number of vertices are 4. And number of edges are 3. But adjacency of the vertices is not preserved here. Adjacency of the vertex means it is of the order 1. The degree of this vertex is also 1. Degree of this vertex is also 1. So there will be the two vertices of a degree 1. And here the degree of this vertex is 2. Degree of this vertex is 2. So two vertices, here two vertices of degree 1 and two vertices of a degree 2, and come to here. The degree of this vertex is 1, degree of this vertex is 1, degree of this vertex is 1. So 3 vertices of a degree 1 and 1 vertex of a degree 3. So the third condition, equal number of vertices with the given degree is not preserved here. We can also say that a graph which have a 2 pendant vertex means of a degree 1. Here 3 pendant vertex are present in the second graph. So we declare that the two graphs are not isomorphic. Means 1-1 correspondence between the vertices and edges of the graphs, and the adjacency of the vertices is not preserved here. Therefore, we declare that even the number of vertices and number of edges are equal, then also we say that the two graphs are not isomorphic. That is the important note. The two graphs of the same order and the same size need not be isomorphic. If you simply calculate the number of edges and number of vertices, if they are equal, we declare it is isomorphic. That is not possible. Every vertex should be having a preserve of the adjacency and also the edges. So we just have to be concentrate on everything here. And next I am moving to the isomorphism of diagraphs. So diagraph means we already know that in the diagraphs the edges will be directed. Clear? There is a directed edges will be preserved. So the two diagraphs D1 and D2 are said to be isomorphic if there is a 1-to-1 correspondence. If there is a 1-to-1 correspondence. If there is a 1-to-1 correspondence between their vertices and between their edges also. And here such that adjacency of vertices along with the directions preserved. Along with the directions must to be preserved. Suppose there is a vertex from this direction. See here. See here, when you say that it is look like the same, and we declare that two graphs are isomorphic, but preservation with the direction must to be preserved. Means when you equate the vertices, you must to be careful here, because you cannot equate a to p here, because direction of the edge is not preserved. When you equate a to q, this is also in direction, this is also in direction. So we can equate A to Q, B to R, C to S, D to P, and AB is equivalent to QR, edge. Like that, isomorphism of the diagraphs will be said, the diagraphs D1 and D2 are said to be isomorphic if there is a 1-to-1 correspondence between their vertices and between their edges, such that adjacency of the vertices along with the directions is preserved.